Lately I be feeling trippy, wavy till a lot on my mind. Yeah,
Hello everyone, my name is Jmoney and this is Waveforevafilms. Today we have a special guest in the building. He goes by
Mort Beazy.
My brother, what's going on, man? How's everything going, bro?
Man, you know, I'm doing good, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Like, I like this platform and I support it, man, for real.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for coming in. Last time you went here with Day Heat, man.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Day Heat,
Shout
man.
out
Day
to
Heat,
Day
man.
That's my boy, man. Shout out 43AD, Day Heat, man. You know, my boy, man. Don't take Bill, man. Running it up, man. He gonna be the reason we get out the hood, man, you know?
Let's go,
That's
man.
my brother, man.
Let's go, man. But yeah, bro, man, I see you literally everywhere lately, man. I'll see you sometime in CT. I see you in New York, literally. I don't know what. Every state in the world, I see you now, man. So.
Yeah, well, you know, you want to hear something funny, man? I never been on a plane, so, you know, that should tell you something, man. I don't have a passport, and I'm just doing what any person in my situation would try to do. You know, I want to see the world, man. I'm a traveler, so I want to conquer the world, you know?
It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen real soon, man. But all I can say is, man, keep grinding, bro. Because I definitely see you grinding, man. Don't stop, man. Whatever you're doing, don't stop, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like city-wise, man. Where you actually from, man?
I'm from East Boston. I'm from Maverick Projects. You know what I'm saying? Harv, Southern, Maverick Border. You know, New Landing, a whole bunch of new streets in the middle of the hood, but. You know, I'm pretty much like the poster child for East Boston. I'm not biased about anybody from East Boston. So, if you ever see me on any platform, everybody know I'm Mr. East Boston himself, right here in the flesh.
So were you actually born in East Boston, though?
I was born in Boston, yes, but I moved to New York for a little bit, and then we came back to Boston, and now I'm here. You know.
Smooth, man. So like, take us the transition from New York to down here, man.
All right. So when I was living out here and living in New York and then coming back is a big, you know, culture change. Like, New York's a little more corrupt living, and I used to live in Harlem, Sugar Hill. So coming from growing up, and not even before I went to school, being out there as a kid, having to fight every day to come out to kind of something more calm wasn't too normal for me because I was used to living in a hostile environment, you know what I mean?
The artist's name, man, Mort Beazy. Please, man, let us know, man. Is there a story behind it, man? How did you get that, man?
Shout out to, I was just on Big Dookie Chain's podcast saying the same thing. Mort Beazy comes from, well, so, you know, obviously a play off my name. My real name's Mark Brown, so it's MB, Mort Beazy. But Mort came from when I was about 9 years old. A cousin of mine accidentally messed up saying my name. And he was like, yo, Mort, oh. And then it just stuck. So ever since I was like 9, 10 years old, that name stuck with me. But as time went on, they added the Beazy. I started rapping, and then I started doing my homework on the name Mort, and it actually has a lot of significant meanings. Well, it has one meaning, but it's significant in every language. It means death, you know what I mean? So, you know, I started, it's like 43 AD, man. It's like, you're dead. Like, that's my slogan. You're dead. Everything's death with me, and it's not in a negative way. Not to, you know, shine on the people dying, but it's more out of me being a voice for people who ain't here, people who are incarcerated, people who can't speak for themselves. So living for the dead type shit, you know? And having love for them, you know.
Smooth, man. So what about the music, man? When did you actually started like creating music, and then what was the cause behind that too?
All right, when I first started doing music, I was probably about like 10, 11 years old. You know what I mean? I used to listen to Eminem, you know, Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, a lot of rap and rock. But I grew up more on like Jay-Z, The Lox, you know, listening to music. My cousins, they called the Teamsters, they from Harlem. I grew up listening to them. So once I started listening to this music, like the Rough Riders Volume 1, once I started listening to this music, like my mind like changed. Like it was like not only are they saying cuss words, but they're talking about stuff that I'm actually seeing in my hood. So I started to pay attention, like, oh, hold on, I want to be like this, boom. So I started out like, you know, listening to beats, not even listening to beats, rapping over beats that people were already rapping over. You know what I'm saying? And turning down their vocals and trying to catch the beat, you know what I'm saying, on the tape, on the cassette, in the room, in the basement, swearing, you know, and getting away from the parents and just having my own solitude and something I used to like to do. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where it really started for me. But it started out dissing. You know what I'm saying? We started out dissing people. Yo, no lie, we started out dissing people, and then it just turned into, yo, let's stop dissing these dudes and let's start writing music. So I started writing music and started putting words together. Then boom, I just started making music, you know.
Was it dissing? Was it like real beef?
It was, yeah, it was. We had beef. We had beef with some dudes up the block. So we was like, yeah, we did, you know, basically what these little drill dudes is doing today, except we didn't have the copyright provisions to our own beats. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good.
So yeah, man, like it started out dissing and then we eventually just said, you know, fuck the dissing and we gonna write music. And then now I'm into making, fast forward, I'm into making timeless music. But like I said, it took me a long journey to get where I'm at for that, you know?
Yeah, so when it comes to like your current music right now, what are they really about? Is it about like the things you've been through, going to, and currently still going through?
I'm a very versatile artist. I got music with kids that are 16, 17, 18. I got music with dudes that are 50 years old, dudes that are my age. I got music with white, black, all kind of different walks of life. I got island music. I got techno music. I got people speaking patois and African music that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of different styles, and I feel like I could fit in any genre of what hip hop is today. You know what I'm saying? So my music is more me speaking. Like when I do my own personal tracks without a feature, most of the time it's me talking about what I've been through, like with my incarceration and my life and my struggles. But it's also giving you a picture of where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? I've been through all these hard times, gangbanging and stuff, and now I'm trying to elevate to something positive to, you know, close that chapter in my life. And I feel like I'm getting there in a very accelerated rate through my music. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, man. For me, bro, man, when I bump your music, I've been bumping some of your music, man. I watch the videos on YouTube and all that, man. Your sound, man. I think if you like one artist that I compare you to, bro, is Dave East out of New York, man.
Yeah,
Speaking of him too, man. What's your relationship with him? Because I think in one of the videos, I forgot what's the name. On the band, right? I've seen that video too, man. So how did that end up happening, man?
So it's funny because I spoke about this before now. His store is located on 145th, right between St. Nick and Convent. Where his store is directly next door to a block, not even a block, like on the same block as the church I literally grew up in.
Wow.
So going over there, that's my neighbor, that's my hood, that's like where I grew up before I started going to school, where I really started getting my feet wet fighting. You know, I had my first kiss, my first fight in the Battlegrounds Park in Harlem.
Wow.
So that's really how I got connected to everything over there. So when I went there, I was already familiar with everybody there. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was only my one and only time being around him, brother, but he's a good, down-to-earth brother. And, you know, we plan to work in the future. But how I got that was through his IG manager, and his IG manager happens to be, you know, Jada Kiss's IG manager, and me and Kiss, you know, I met Kiss, and, you know, there's a lot of, it's funny you said the sound, because Kiss said the same thing. He said,
I'm telling you, I heard the song, man.
Yeah, he said it, that's the sound. Like, I got the sound. So a lot of dudes, like, I don't try to, like, oh, let me get a feature, I'd rather just create the content. If I get a chance to meet someone, whether it's a meet and greet, they at a party or whatever, I'm just gonna create the content around them to show people that when you an established rapper, you're supposed to rub shoulders with established rappers. If you wanna be a millionaire, be around millionaires. You wanna be a skier, be around people who ski.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to put myself around these people. And it's funny you say I sound like that, because a lot of people say I sound like him, but that's my dog, and he a good dude, and I'm gonna work with him in the future, you know?
Sir, man.
We're gonna have a more East mix, you know what I mean?
Let's go, man. You know, one thing too, bro, man. I noticed that you talk a lot about like your past experiences in prison and stuff like that. So where you actually like started recording, making music while you were locked up, or
so that's a good question. Before I got locked up, like literally the same week I got locked up, I was in the studio working on my tape. That was in about 2009. And I went to prison and I didn't get out till 2021, so do the math. So throughout those years, I hung on to that little bit of like, yo, I'm gonna make it. So throughout the years, I just wrote. I got 26 mixtapes written. You know what I'm saying? I got books written. I wrote movies. I got all kind of stuff written, ready to go. I haven't even started releasing this to the public. I got whole speeches and everything that I had. My book of life has already been written. You see what I'm saying? So like now I'm getting the chance to, once I'm established and I'm trademarked and I got my own business and my own LLCs and my own sole proprietors, which I'm in the process of doing now, I'm gonna put that out to the world. And when I get the platform, like my biggest dream in prison was to be in my hood on a big stage with everybody around me with the okay from the mayor, the government, and whoever else needed the okay to say what I'm gonna say, because I feel like the only person I could like really, like I got Nipsey Hussle tatted on me, like I'm on some like, give me the voice, I'm gonna nip it down, like I'm gonna go nip it in the butt, like for real. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pretty much have to kill me for what I'm about to say, cause I ain't taking no prisoners, but I ain't taking no hostages. I'm gonna tell the kids what's really going on and I'm gonna get them woke. You know what I'm saying? Because only 1% of the world runs it, and that's only 700,000 people. There's 7 billion people in this world. So if you ain't woke, you know what I mean, you don't own your own name, you're gonna be all set when the war go down. You feel me? And I wanna be the person to make sure people are woke, especially black people, bro, because there's a lot of black people out here in America. And even, you know, sorry to say, but black, you know, African Americans, we lazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? They privileged too. Because brothers that come from those other countries like Haiti, like, you know, Africa, if you notice, they got the good jobs. They ain't in no trouble. They ain't in the prison system. Why? Because they taking this opportunity, this land of opportunity to make some of themselves, because they living in real poverty. You niggas don't know what the fucking struggle really is. I tell my kids that every day. They got whatever they want. They got the best sneakers on their fucking feet, eating the best dishes. They don't know what a struggle is. If you from America and you ain't never been out this country and you ain't never seen people poor, like I'm 25% Nigerian. Like, I'm an Igbo man. There's a whole tribe of people that look like me. So when I get my bag, I'm gonna take care of those people, bro. You feel me? And I haven't even seen that struggle. So I'm telling you, I'm going to see that. You heard? Straight up.
You are preaching right now, man.
Word
you
up.
are preaching right now, man. So, man, one question I was gonna ask you, man. So going to prison, man, how did that like sort of affected your music and you as a person? And then while being locked up, how do you use that as motivation?
How going to prison and how my music affected me from being in prison as a person was, it always, writing my raps always came. I wrote my best raps when I was in segregation, when I was by myself, when I was in solitude and I had time to think. Because people think that you don't have time and all you have is time in prison. That's not true, bro. Because even when I was in prison, I was fucking working and grinding to get where I'm at right now on this camera talking to you about it. Facts. I've had dreams that literally, and I'm shaking talking about it, because my dreams turn to goals, and the goals turn to achievements, and achievements turn to reality. I did that from a fucking prison cell. I was just in jail last month. I went from a jail cell, bailed out. I'm out on 10 stack bail right now. Bailed out to a billboard in New York. How many people you know do that? And I don't brag, bro, I don't flex. I do it humbly. I don't tell everybody, I don't broadcast everything I'm doing, because I want you to see that if I could do it, doing all that time, and this is what motivates me right here, doing all that time, then you could do it. Your kids could do it. It don't matter how old you are, bro. Cause look, I do raising, you know. They like, yo, Mort, why don't you do the Just for Men? Nah, bro, I want my age to hang out. I'm 34 years old, I want this to hang out. Cause you know what? I'm 34, but she like me, she looking. You heard?
Any any notable moments while being locked up, man, my brother?
A very notable moment for me when I was locked up was my last 8 months incarcerated, because I lost somebody real close to me. I hadn't lost anybody I cared about. There's people that died, but I hadn't lost nobody close to me or my immediate family, anybody I grew up with. Like, I lost my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? And I still actually haven't mourned that. So like, bringing me back to that time, it's like, I'll never forget talking, like she waited to like, she was on her deathbed, bro, in a hospice, you feel me? And like, I asked God before I went to prison, before I took my sins, before everything happened, I was praying to God. I was like, God, you know, I'm fighting this case. You know, just don't let me lose nobody. And for all those years, I never lost nobody. But I understand why he did what he did, because she didn't leave until she spoke to me. So the last thing that I spoke to her on the phone on the three-way, and you know, she started talking to me like when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Talking to me like when I was a little baby, because I remember the words she used to say, because she speaks in Italian, so she was speaking her language, and she was like, you know, my little chickadee, you know, you're my first born grandchild. I'm always gonna love you, and you know, I miss you. I wish I could have seen you throughout the years. And I was just, you know, crying and going through it. And then when that phone call hung up, she died right after.
Wow,
You know what
sorry
I'm
to hear
saying?
that,
So
my
that
brother,
was
man.
losing her. Fueled me. I say, yo, I'm not losing nobody else in here. I got out, and you know, I'm not looking back, bro. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Sorry to hear that, but you see, you also said like, so you're Italian also.
Yeah, I'm half Italian, half black. Well, I mean, if I really break it down, you know, through the ancestry and the genetics, but I grew up Italian. My mother's Italian and my dad's black. You know?
Wow.
He's mostly like I said, like Igbo, like Jamaican, African. I mean, but he from Harlem. He African American, but his genetics is Nigeria. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't want to keep talking about just jail only, but I had some few questions about
Nah, that's cool,
the
bro.
prison and
Take your
stuff like
time, my
that.
brother.
What's like the biggest lessons you learned while being locked up, man?
Mind your hold on. You gotta zoom on this, right? You go to the joint, there's two things I'm gonna tell you, bro. Rule number one is the same as rule number two. Mind your fucking business. Mind your business. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Mind your business. And rule number two is buchi tiempo. That's Spanish. Buchi tiempo means quiet time. You don't gotta be loud. You don't gotta. The loudest nigga in the room's either scared or the broke nigga. You don't gotta do that. You don't need a gang. Gang needs you. Don't get down with no gangs either. And just mind your business. As long as you mind your business, you're gonna fly through. Even if you a bitch ass nigga, you a dog. It don't matter who you are. You're gonna slide right through as long as you don't give up none of your business or inquire about anyone else's business. Big facts.
All right, man. Any words for those who are currently locked up right now, man? Any motivation you want to throw at them? Strong message to them.
Shout out to William Ragland. That's his honorable name. Seven, my dog Seven, hood boss, Skull. He's locked up right now for you know, stabbing Paul Pierce and shit. They gave him 30 years. He's about to come home. You know, a message that I would have for people like him, because he's a real motherfucker, is to don't when you get out here, bro, don't let these internet niggas trick you out your spot. Don't let these bitches trick you out your spot, bro. It ain't the same, you heard? It's not the same like when we was out here 20 years ago. It's not the same, bro. I'm telling you. These motherfuckers is different. These motherfuckers are shoot and tell. These motherfuckers, they'll blow at you. If you blow back, they go to the police. They're going to know it's you. And we, brothers that's coming out of here and trying to get out of there and coming out here, trying to get exonerated, flip their cases and doing their time, y'all got the most to lose because y'all taking the biggest risk. I'm an armed career criminal. You know what I mean? They trying to indict a ham sandwich right now. It's not because of the severity or the nature of the crime. It's because of who I am. It's because what the record indicates. They're not going to look at you like a human being, bro. They're going to look at you like a piece of paper with everything you've done on it. You feel me? And that's how they're going to judge you. And that's how you're going to get crucified. Let's be honest, because what's going on in court today is modern day lynchings. Every day, bro. It's them people versus us, and them people still there. Your hood's still gonna be there after you do all that time. When you come out from doing all that time and you go to your hood's still there. Right where you left it. But where's your hood? Your hood wasn't answering your phone call. You heard your hood was fucking your bitch. Right? The hood, and all the stain that you put down for your hood and all the time that you doing for your hood, the nigga you shot for your hood, them other niggas that ain't holding you down because you did that are out there shining and basking and basking themselves on that glory, friend. Off of what you did, off of what you sacrificed your life for, bro. So when you come back out here, anybody that's in here, let that knucklehead shit go. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 20 or 40. Come back out here, make sure that you on your shit and don't let them trick you out your spot, for real. Mind your business out here.
Yeah.
And if you getting money, don't tell nobody how you fucking getting money, bro. Straight up.
All right, bro. So, man, being in the locked up for so long, man, one thing I want you to share with us is the actual transition from prison to coming back to society, man.
All right, so I did, like I said, I did 12 years straight. And my transition wasn't that great. I didn't have a good experience. Like, you're supposed to come home and it's, oh my God, yo, I'm free. I didn't have the best experience because of my living situation coming home. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I got picked up in an I-8 with the phantom doors, all that movie shit. But my 4th day out, I broke up with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happened over here. I had to move. I'm on a bracelet. Like, I got a curfew. I can't get a job. It's a lot of shit that comes with it. So just roll with the punches. Don't try to do nothing too fast. We in a era of instant gratification. Don't get consumed by the internet. I still learn the internet every day. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not an internet person. And just like them brothers that's in there now, that are on the way out. Don't be an internet person. Don't let that shit consume you. And that's what I did when I first got out. First thing I did was jump on the camera, jump on the live. Even though that's probably how I blew up now, but jumping on the lives and jumping on the YouTubes and jumping on the vlogs, it kind of like turned me into a troll, bro. Like, you start trolling, you start getting bored. You know what I'm saying? You start getting bored, you start looking for some substance. And it ain't always the best substance, So that's what happened to me coming out. I jumped right into this rap shit and this music and everything and this limelight, and I ended up going right back to jail. I've been back to jail already twice. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it stems from, everything in music ain't positive. You don't know who's coming through that door at every event. And if you're talking street shit in your music, expect the streets to come out and listen to it. Expect to bring the streets out, you know what I'm saying? So don't be naive, don't be naive like I was coming out thinking that people forgot who I was. I'm out here, they know I'm out here. Now they're like, hold on, you? Oh, and relationships start changing once they find out who I am. Because I don't flex. Like I told you, I be chilling, bro. I don't flex. I don't never, ever, even though I could, really, I don't. I don't do that because that's not how I got here. That's not how I got in this camera in front of you through flexing. I got here being the person that I am. And I'm not going to say the prison conditioned me to be, but through the lessons and experiences that I went through in prison, like minding your business, being respectful, being manners, please and thank yous, excuse me, pardon self, and having home training turned me to this man. So the transition was hard, but it's smoothing itself out now. And like I said, I had to go back and forth. I had to go back and see it and know that shit wasn't for me to stay out of it. Some people don't have to do that. Like my dad, he did 20 years. He ain't never been back. He been out 7, 8 years now. He never been back. He owns his own property. He owns his own land. He owns 4 cars. He got a girlfriend, a wife. He's doing him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get like how he's getting. That's my inspiration and motivation. Like, I mean, shout out to Toot, because Toot did it too. My man, Joseph Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Joe Bennett, man, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Flipped the life bed, didn't bitch about it, did his little victory dance on the steps, and now look at him. Yard time. Shout out to Yard time. Like, we lit. You could do it too. If I could do it, you could do it, bro. And that's the shit that made my transition easier coming out, knowing that I could help people straight up.
Yeah. One thing you said too, bro, you mentioned how like the newer generation of guys coming up now, they're much more reckless. Like they're acting wild and all that. So like for you, like you say you a street guy, whatever, man. So coming back out from like prison and you gotta deal with these new guys, how do you stay humble and also like sort of avoid those guys, man?
There's no avoiding it. They're gonna be confronted with. There's no avoiding this knucklehead shit that's going on. Let's be straight up. And when you're a gentleman like me, that it took me a little bit, even in my own hood, to understand that I have like a disconnect. It's funny you mentioned this because this is a perfect question for me because I don't want to jump around, but I'm gonna stay on topic. But I'm gonna give you a little backstory, right? So coming out for me, and this is part of the transition. I had to deal with a lot of kids that's from my neighborhood that always heard about me but don't know me. So I'm coming home thinking that everybody's on grown man time and not realizing that, nigga, when I got locked up, you niggas was in diapers. You feel me? And now you running the hood, so You know, I respect it, but I'm the only dude from my era still stepping. So sometimes a lot of these younger dudes get it messed up, thinking we washed up, thinking we just some old men. But like I said, your bitch like me. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm just some old man, or I'm just, why she like me? Right, why you mad about it? You know what I'm saying? So what happened with me was I kind of had to like, not, I want to say reprove myself, but I had to really show people who I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the courts will judge you based off your record, but the streets won't. You're gonna have to show the streets. And a lot of dudes don't have it in them to show these reckless ass kids that you could be on the same time as them. Nah, you shouldn't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I messed up a little bit trying to match their energy, and it doesn't work. Because that's going to lead you back to jail. And that's what happened with me. I ended up going back to jail. Because what happened? Somebody ratted me out. Because I was thinking they was on man time and they wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Even though that case is dismissed or whatever, I can freely talk about it. But it's those impulsive actions from this younger generation that might make you act off a survival instinct. That's probably my best way to say it. Because you're gonna be a survivor no matter what. It's hard to stay humble sometimes if a dude's right in your face subbing you. Because it's all this subliminal shit. Nobody's ever direct anymore. I'm the dude who pulls up right to you, hey, what's up? We got a problem? Nah, cool, keep it moving. As soon as I walk away, he's the nigga still talking behind my back. I don't have conversations about people. I had to get used to sneak dissing. I had to get used to, not me actually doing it, but get used to people around me sneak dissing each other. So, cause what happened a lot with these younger dudes is someone will come to me, say something about the next man. And how I used to be was, why don't you go tell that nigga that? And then they would get mad at me and then we wouldn't be cool no more because they think I'm gonna go tell them, but I would never tell them. That's up to them. It's not gonna change my view on the dude he's talking about. So when it comes to talk and gossip and being antagonistic and being shit stirrers, this era got it for that. But when it comes to doing this, these motherfuckers is out here broad daylight doing this, shooting at little kids in baby carriages and reckless. Nobody ain't strategic or methodical no more with that shit. They just out here gung-ho wild and then they get caught for murder and then they snitch on their whole gang. So now you're doing a life sentence and you're a rat. That's what this era is, a bunch of rat-ass niggas, bro, straight up. And I'm trying to bring this real nigga shit back, but it ain't even worth it. It's a waste of my time. I got kids, you feel me? So I'm not trying to catch their speed. I've been trying to talk to the youth. I've been trying to send a message to the youth. It hasn't been the most positive because I ain't nobody's role model. I'm gonna be 100, but it's a message enough for, hey, if I could do this, you could do it too. If you like what I'm doing, come do it. But nowadays, dudes from your own hood, it's like Dirk said, if a nigga support my song, they call him a groupie. He from my hood. But y'all never met Lil Baby, but go post his music. Y'all know Mort Beazy, bro. Y'all from my block. But y'all listen to J. Geek or K Flock. It don't make sense. You know every word from his track. We spitting the same shit. I do the drill too. It's not that I'm bitter or I feel like you should fuck with me, but it just doesn't make sense. Is why you don't support your own neighborhood. Support your own hood. I can't be in a room with 100 people and still feel alone. And that's how this era makes me feel sometimes. Like I'm not even from this fucking planet. You feel me? Because I'm coming out. I'm like a fucking prehistoric creature coming out to I'm like a person that was caught in a time capsule and incubated for mad years and then came out to a new society. That's literally it. And don't know which way to piss. You feel me? So I'm still learning. It's still a journey for me right now dealing with this shit. You know what I mean? But them little niggas need to tighten up, straight up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, like for your music now, man, what's the motivation behind your music right now, man? What's your motivation?
My motivation behind my music right now, you know what motivates me a lot, man? Day Heat, man. Dante Bill, man. Shout out to Day Heat, man. 43 AD, man. Like, that brother there, man, like, I go to that brother. That's my advisor, nigga. Ain't nothing going out without talking to that nigga. You feel me? That's my brother. So that brother gives me a lot of motivation.
Not to cut you off or anything, man, while you're speaking of Day Heat, man. Honestly, man, even after the interview with Day Heat last time, man, everything he just said, man, he's like the voice of, like, he should be the voice of Boston right now. You and him, man, y'all should be like the OGs to the younger generation, man. You see, like, any of these young guys watching this video, man, I hope they learn something and they follow you guys more and learn from you guys. You know what I mean? That's what I hope these guys actually doing, man. But nowadays, I feel like these kids, though, they're so hard-headed where they're not even trying to, like, listen to the correct person. They just want to crush it. Call them crash dummies or something, man. Honestly, man.
Yeah, they got a job for you, man. Go work over at the car, go sit in there and they crash the car right into the wall. We got you. You go make some money. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But nah, seriously, like, you right. They calling me and he right now they calling me and Day Heat as like the poets of Boston right now. That's what they calling us. And it's like when you got a real friend or somebody you can trust, it's hard, like, trust becomes before love. You gotta trust somebody before you can love them. Because family gonna go through things. You gotta go through uncomfortable shit, awkward situations and shit that you may not understand to really get close to someone and understand them. And that brother, we've been through it all. I mean, we've been in prison together. I met him in 2009 when we was both fighting for our life, literally fighting a life bid. So I've seen him at his worst and his best, and he's the same person every trip. So just be you. And that's what motivates me, just being me. You know what I'm saying? I used to be real motivated by the younger generation, but they kind of left a little sour taste in my mouth because, like, these dudes don't listen, bro. And when you got kids that's the same age as the dudes you I start sounding like they teachers. And I know people hate school, you know what I'm saying? Because school's a whole nother slave system. You see what I'm saying? So I get it, but I actually was in the hood. I actually, put it down for the same hood you repping for years before you so that it's okay for you to walk on the ground in this hood. You understand me? If I didn't put stain back in my hood back in the day, or even in the prisons, it wouldn't be safe from dudes from my hood, and they know who I'm talking about, to walk the prison yard, to hold the block down, to do anything you do today. Because it wouldn't be safe still if it wasn't for brothers like me. So, you know what I mean? Like, what motivated me through this music is to not having to do that. You know what I mean? And to own something in my hood, to act like, look at Rollo, look at Lil Baby, look at Future. Look at all these dudes, look at Dave East, look at Kiss. Look at all these dudes that's buying, Nas, perfect example. I want to buy my corner store in my hood. And then I want to tell Poppy and them, I don't even want to change nothing. I just want to give y'all a lower discount on whatever y'all paying for rent. I want to sell my merch in there, and I want to put a sign that says, get the fuck off my block on it. And then if they don't, I'm going to step out, get the fuck off my block. And if you don't, you trespassing. Now we legal. You understand me? Like, I'm trying to own something in my hood. And that's what's keeping my motivation for this music, because one day, when they give me this bread, I'm gonna go and buy that corner. And that's really gonna be my corner. Then I'm gonna switch the narrative. Then I'm gonna say to y'all, don't rep my hood. You ain't from my hood unless you own something out here. Because now you just riding for a slave owner's name. Straight up. So know your history, bro. And that's what motivates me. Because I want to own my block straight up and give back to it. Because that block made me the real motherfucker I am today. Straight telling you this, you feel me? Straight up.
Let's go, man. Industry-wise, bro, man. So this year, man, what are like your plans and goal for the year? Well, you sort of like kind of gave us a little plan, like where you want to buy, like, who knows, a store in your hood and stuff like that. But like for this year, man, what is your biggest goal for this year? Even for the music, man, do you want to sign to like a contract, record labels, or you just want to stay independent?
I had some offers, but a bunch of bullshit. I had some 360s, bunch of bull. Ain't nobody really talking no real money right now. Let me just be straight honest. So the best way to keep your own bread is to go independent, to get your own, sole proprietorship, your LLCs, your corporates, get all your DBAs under one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Do it the right way. Get your logo, get your trademark, get your copyright, get your shit straight. Now I'm like literally there. My thing is that my goal is to have. It's hard to get people to get along, and like I said earlier. Standing in a room full of friends and still feeling alone is the reason. Like, it's hard. Like, if I got 100 people in the room and the common denominator with all these people is that they know each other through me, it says a lot about who I am and bringing people together. So my biggest goal is to bring everybody together, sift through the artists that I got, The ones that click, stay. And then starting my label with that and starting it from the ground. And you already know what it is, man. 43 AD, man. The Meerkat, your boy, man, you know? Yeah, man. And y'all see me with Mr. 43 AD himself, my man Heater. Y'all know what we trying to do. Come fuck with us. We deady as fuck. If you fit the criteria, you dead. You know what I mean? You speak for the dead, you live for the dead. You know, you live for the dudes in the jails, free niggas. Come fuck with us, we here. That's really my goal. Have the label, get it straight, run my events, and start making this bread, bro. And then start taking the bread and investing it back in the fucking business and not even touching this shit. Just watch it grow. And then making the money work for itself. That's it, bro. You know what I mean?
Sir, bro. Any upcoming songs you dropping, videos?
I just
features?
dropped, I'm dropping a song today. It's called Belly of the Beast. It's me, Heater, and Spitter. Basically, the narrative on the song is like talking about prison, you know, talking about how it is right before you step out to a visit. But the transition is us in the garbs and now us in the, you know what I mean, in the gold. You know what I'm saying? So it's the transition, you know? And it's shit like that that motivates me. But it's called Belly of the Beast. Shout out my man Spitter. Yeah, I mean, he's on there, man. We trying to get him acclimated. We got a lot of good dudes coming out, and that shit should be dropping. It's getting posted, and it's gonna go through the distributor today. So if it don't drop tonight, it'll drop tomorrow for a fact. All plus.
Yeah, bro. Lately, man, I've been seeing you performing everywhere, man. So do you have like a special place that you love performing? Like any, do you have like a specific song also that you love to perform in that venue?
I got a favorite venue and a favorite song. Y'all probably know this song. It's called Take My Hand with Day. I love that song. And it's not just because of the substance and the song sounds dope and the beats fire, just because it's easy to sing. Like any person, that's like Free Wuno. Those are songs that are easy to sing for any person. Like any person from any walk of life could sing that. Any kid, any age. And it's like when you're making music like that, you could play that at an all ages event. I could bring my kids to a show and rap that song in front of them without feeling like I let them hear too much gore, violence, or something that might be negative, because there's nothing negative about it. It's just real shit. And if you a real motherfucker, no matter if you 5 or 50, you gonna feel the shit. So that's my favorite song to perform. And my favorite venue that I haven't been at this year, that I pray before the year's over, that I'll be able to grace that stage again, is Mango's. Shout out to Mango's in Rhode Island. You know what I mean? In Pawtucket, that's my spot, man. I feel like, we throw so many events there in the last 2 years that it's like not going there, them not letting us book a show there is killing me. I'm like, yo, bro, come fuck with me. I'll make sure that it's safe. That's another thing about 43 AD events. Them shits is safe, nigga. My peoples is in there, my mother's in there. Like, there ain't no, like, there's nothing happening there. There ain't no fighting, there ain't even nobody arguing in there. Straight up, like. So, we get Mango's back, bro. If you let somebody from Mango's that got the plug for Mango's here in this, get me in there, man. It's gonna be safe. That's a fact. Nigga, Mort Beazy, man. Straight up.
Mort, man, like earlier, man, you mentioned how like you got your very first billboard, which I had seen that billboard, man. Man, with all you've been through, man, seeing yourself on that cover of in New York, man. Explain that to us, man. What was the emotions going through that, man?
It was only 30 seconds. I got my little 30 seconds of fame. But
Cause that shit was fire, man. I want to see, man. I saw the photos, man. Like, man.
Yo, let me tell you, man. Like, there's no feeling like that. There was probably 1 million people out there in Times Square, man. And when they all looking at you like, that's the guy right there, and they saying it, and you can see the whispers like, yo, the next day I got a phone call from I'm not gonna say his name, but I got a phone call from somebody. He's a celebrity. He's somebody up there. And he said, yo, he named a few names that have been on billboards. Joyner Lucas was one of them. And he said he named a few names, people from Mass that have been on billboards. And he said, yo, all of them are famous. He said, I don't know anyone that's not, so you got it, kid. He said, now you're looking like a piece of steak. You know what I mean? But they don't understand that this piece of steak's a wolf, And, I'm gonna guard that piece of steak, because I know I got it, you know what I mean? And like I said, unity, Day Heat was there. My girl was there, his girl was there, like, you know what I mean? The family was there. The people who I wanted to be there, the people that I love was there watching me do that with no shade without nothing to say behind my back about it. Not hating on me, just loving on me. You know what I'm saying? That's what family do, they love it. You know what I'm saying? So that shit made me feel good. Even though there was a lot of backlash and hate that came after from the internet, but in the real world, in real time, that shit was amazing feeling. And, you know, I got the lane for that. So come fuck with me, I get you on there, gangster.
Any message you want to throw up to any upcoming artists, man? Any message you want to throw at them, man?
Yeah. So I've been pushing this narrative, right? I've been pushing this narrative about not just Massachusetts. We could go for any city in the world. Local artists. Take the word local out of there. Get that fucking word and throw it in the trash. That word don't exist. Artist is one word. Local artist is a compound word. I'm not a local artist. Just because I do a show in Lawrence and I live down the street don't mean I'm a local artist. I'm an international, global, worldwide artist. I am an artist. All artists should feel like that. All artists should feel like they live. If you don't got the million in your safe already, play it like you do. Because you're gonna get there if you keep pushing. If you keep putting, the more you put into this, the more you're gonna get back. And I'm starting to notice that. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes do this shit with, I'm passionate about, yeah, that all sounds good. Just do it, don't talk about it. Stop praying to God and start praying with your legs. Go out and get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that in figuratively and literal sense. Go out there and do it, because that's what I did. I was scared, I was broke. I ain't had shit, I was homeless, I was this, but I went and I got out there and did it, and look at me now. Look at me. I just did 12 years in the joint, bro. I've been locked in my whole life, even when I was a kid. I ain't think nobody, they counted me out, they left me for dead. Ain't nobody think I was gonna be shit. Even when I first got out, I was hitting up your favorite rappers, ain't nobody was trying to fuck with me. Now it's these same dudes, no shade, that in my DM. And I ain't exposing them. I ain't holding on to receipts. I ain't flexing on them. I ain't acting like I'm better than them. It just goes to show me that when you're serious about something and you put your best efforts towards it, you're gonna get what you want. Whatever it is that you want and whatever it is you're striving for, you're gonna get it. It might not come in the time you want, but if you stay poised and patient, you're gonna get it. So that's my message to all artists. You're not a local artist. You an artist, bro. So be around artists. Straight up.
Mervin, one artist said that too, man. I think Jack Boy in Florida, he said, man, stormy weathers don't last forever, man.
Come on now.
So
The still waters run deep. Word up.
So with the music industry right now, how do you feel about the music industry, man? If you could change anything about the music industry right now, what would it be, man?
Sean Puffy Combs, man. We're gonna have to change something about that. We're gonna have to get did it. Man, leave that dude alone, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Y'all was partying with him. Nah, I'm just joking. But now, all jokes aside, though, it's like Hollywood. Don't get too Hollywood. I feel like this is touchy, right? Like, the industry, I feel like changes people. Like, it makes you feel like you gotta be bougie or you gotta charge people for your time and shit. Don't switch who you are if you do get in the industry. I feel like the industry changes a lot of people, and I wish that I can change the industry from not changing people. Because I see a lot of people that start off just like this with this same drive I got, go to a major label, and then you see them 5 years later and they don't look happy. They might have all the money in the world, they might have all the jewelry, they might have had sex with the baddest women in the world, they might have been the best places in the world, ate the best foods, did the best things, but they're not happy. It's like they take your soul from you, bro. Don't sell your soul, bro. You know what I mean? I wish I could take the dark entity of Hollywood in the game and like totally diminish that, because I feel like the industry puts a lot of artists, especially like myself, through the ringer because we so thirsty to get on. Don't be thirsty like that. I wish I could stop people from being so thirsty to try to sign a deal with their favorite rapper's label. Come to find out, nigga's a weirdo when you meet him anyway. Right. And the reason he a weirdo is because he let the industry run him through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So I wish I could change that. Yeah, man.
True, man. And before this interview ends, man, my brother, what do you want like the viewers to take out of that? And then like, how do like you want them to support you, man?
Well, first off, I want to shout you out, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Because if you watching this interview when it drops, I want you to follow this brother here because, I'm here talking to y'all, but without this brother providing this platform with me, I wouldn't be here, bro. Without this brother allowing me to enter his space, I wouldn't be here. You understand? So like I said, trust. Trust comes a lot. When you drop a location, you gotta trust that that person's gonna come there and not tell no one else where that location is at. So trust is a big thing, bro. Like I said, mind your business. You know what I mean? What I want people to take from this interview is I want people to really understand that this shit's not fucking easy, bro. I still get stage fright, bro. You heard? I still don't know, I still walk out my house and don't know what to expect. My last 8 months in prison, I went to a medium. I hadn't been in a fucking medium facility, secure facility. I've been in a maximum institution my whole bit for more than a decade. So they sent me to a medium, and I was overwhelmed, bro. I had like an anxiety attack when I first got there. I wasn't used to too many people moving all at once around me. I almost lost touch with the streets and how the streets really feel from being in prison for so long. You feel me? So don't ever put yourself in a place, even if it's the industry, that will make you lose touch with your reality and what you really stand for. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose touch with yourself. Remain you, bro, and you gonna win, bro. Straight up.
Where can people find your music, man? I always know they're on YouTube, or they can find it everywhere, but
It's
I
all
want
over.
you to tell them, like, where can they find the music, man?
Yo, I'm on Pandora, I'm on Apple Music, I'm on Spotify, I'm on YouTube. I'm big on you. YouTube's where I started, so I'm a big YouTube guy. You type Mort Beazy on YouTube, you can watch me all day on YouTube. But as far as the streamers go, I know people like to stream and stuff. If you want to find any of my singles that's out, I got like a little, I'm gonna call it an EP, but it's some songs from my EP just all dropped as singles, but it's a lot of content. You know what I'm saying? It's dropping every day. Check me out. Just type in Mort Beazy, Mort_Beazy on IG. Mark Brown 7502 on YouTube's the @Mark is spelled MARCBROWN 7502 on YouTube. That's the handle. That's the URL code. Just type in Mort Beazy on any media device, bro, and something with me is gonna pop up. You know what I mean? And the vlog, hold on. I'm gonna shout out my vlog real quick. Mort Beazy Network. If you're not 18 years old, bro, don't subscribe to my vlog, bro. Go ask your parents for permission, bro. That shit is not for kids. Like, I'm about to start, I might even switch it to 21. Stop doing that. Because, I'm getting feedback. I'm gonna hear it. It's gonna come across my desk. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to protect people and show people something that have the stomach for it. If you don't have the stomach for the things I'm gonna say, it's okay not to follow me. It's okay to even not like me at all. But just do it from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do like it from a distance if you're not old enough. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff I'm pushing in my blog is a little, it's touchy topics that we don't discuss every day. And like I said, you gotta have the stomach for it. So it may offend some people, but it's not to be offensive. It's to raise awareness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to raise awareness, and I'm gonna continue to try to do that, you feel me? And tap on my boy Day Heat, bro. Straight up heater, don't say Bill, man. Official Day Heat on everything, man. Day Heat, like I said before, bro, when I was here in the last interview, and I know you didn't ask me this question, but I'm gonna just say an answer for it as if you did, right? This brother asked Day Heat a question about me and Mort Beazy and his relationship, me being Mort Beazy. And just to piggyback on that, because I watched that reel probably at least 100 times. You know what I mean? And we met each other during the struggle. We met each other during our hardest times of your life. You know what I'm saying? And when you meet somebody in the struggle and they maintain the same, they show you one face, that's the person you keep in your corner. Straight up, bro. And with that brother, that's what it is. That's my brother, you heard? And that brother ain't never changed. And I believe, I'm gonna say I believe, I know for a fact he gonna be the reason we get out the hood, straight up. So shout out to him, man. Gangster.
Speaking of Day Heat too, man, any other first of all, man, Day Heat, my brother, man, shout out to you big time, bro. Whenever you want any videos, man, I'm right here, man. I got you, man, for free, man. I don't care about no money, none of that. I got you anytime, bro. But anyone else you want to shout out to, man? Any guys from the jails locked up and stuff like that?
Oh man, there's so many. I don't want to offend people if I forget. First of all, shout out my man Lito, man, from my hood, L. You know, he's sitting up there, man. He put the hood on his back. Shout out to JJ, two-time. Another brother up there, my man Chunky, my man Big Mo. You know, there's a bunch of RIPs. RIP my man Fresh, my man Oso, my man Sabo, my man Zay. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of RIPs too. You know what I'm saying? Frizz. There's a lot of people that passed away. Like I said, we do it for the debt-free niggas, but there's so many people to shout out in jail. Like, I can't even think, like Hood Boss, Jeff Bly. I'm just thinking about the people I talked to. My man T to G. You know what I'm saying? My man Joe Green. Oh, we're gonna get Joe Green on here. Free my man Joe Green, my man Just God. You're going to be on this podcast. You're going to be a star, straight up. And you're going to be on B-Lou. You're going to be a star. Big shout out to my man Joe Green. Gangsta, he about to come home and keep her in the house when we out there. Gangsta.
Word, my brother, man. But once again, man, it was a pleasure to have you coming in, man, showing us the love, man. Last time you came in here with Dave Heath, man, I wanted you to be on the interview also, but at the same time, man, you know, like it was that my schedule was very busy, man. But eventually, I knew I was gonna get you to come back.
Right.
It happened today, man. It was a pleasure to have you, bro.
Yo,
man.
you ever have anybody drop bars, spit bars?
Oh man, if you want to spit the bars, man, the mic is right here, man. Oh, you got the mic on you right now, man. I'm just let them know, man. Talk your shit, man.
You know, man, I don't do this all the time, man, but I'm feeling that type of energy, man. Like, you know, so I'm gonna spit y'all some bars. You might know, you might not, you know, whatever. But I said, it's been a minute. The promoters got my picture perfect. I'm on my Grizzy 6 doobie trying to get it twerking. I bang shots through the window while y'all closing curtains. I'm posted up serving baskets. Kendrick Perkins. The money's good, but I prefer the dope raw. Type of shit that'll make you quit your day job. Potent cocaine, code name Jabba Jaws. Merry Christmas, motherfucker, Billy Bob. Time is money and everybody know it's real. Problems arrive and everybody know the still. I don't mix it, but OGs know the deal. Come and go, so real niggas know the drill. I'm doing me, and all my fans love the swag. I'm out of this world, I'm something like a hovercraft. You full of yourself, I'll turn you to a duffel bag, zip you up, and pass you to my brother Yaz. My paper longer, so now they trying to throw the book. Prosecutors got exhibits here, take a look. They was trying to gas it up, probably get the jury shook, cause I could take a happy home and make it a respected jokes. I hate plastic niggas and that's real shit. I love attacking niggas with these steel bricks. Name bashing niggas that get you killed quick. If you think I'm bad, then watch the niggas that I build with. I hit the kill switch, started up. I'm in the hood like food stamps and cold cuts. All the women that surround me, known sluts. I'll be lying if I ain't love them. So what? Pick another fight, cause nigga, I'm the winner here. You got the throne, you little niggas get a chair. I was trying to touch a mill probably in another year. If he's screaming pain, he nose diving off the fucking tear. Yeah, and I ain't trying to get my hands dirty. I got 100 goons riding like a land derby. I hope your man heard me, cause if not, I'll pop him in his knot and turn his brains into spam turkey. Ugh. And I bet that sound disgusting though. I got the mustard flow, turn him to a Lunchable, and even hustlers know. You can't take a hoe and try to turn it to a Huxtable. Easy. Yeah, nigga, Mort Beazy.
Man, you're the fucking GOAT now, man. You're the new GOAT in town right now, man. You're the GOAT, man, my brother, man. This year is all yours, man. The whole camp. It's all yours, my brother, man.
Word.
All right, man.
It's ours.
Let's get it, man.
Gangsta.